I mean, it's scintillating for us. It's exhilarating that we're touched by these crazy stories. I mean, the tsunami over in Japan, and there's a guy that they just recovered. I think he was like 58 years old, who was clinging to the roof of a structure that was floating out in the ocean. I mean, he was like 50 miles offshore, and a military vessel found him after 3 days of being out there. Like, what is it in us? And is it in us? I know it's a question I've asked when I've heard about the kinds of stories that I've become familiar with from reading like Into Thin Air and Into the Wild, these crazy survival stories about people in extreme situations. One of them just happened in southern Utah over the weekend, a rappelling incident in a canyon not too far from where the canyon was that I was in, and one man fell to his death, but unfortunately I think took the rope with him, and his partner is left stranded in a spot where he can't go up and can't go down. For 3 days, this man out there in the desert by himself, not knowing if help was coming, but ultimately help did show up, and he was rescued. You know, we wonder, what would we do in a situation like that? Would we hold on to the top of that roof floating out in the open ocean? Or at some point, would it just be too tempting to let go and just drift off? I've been in a place like that, and I think that's what makes this story not just my story, but it's really our story. It's something that is in each and every one of us. And that's what I want all of you to think about, is how is this like your life? Where are the boulders in your life? Because we all have them, and they don't all look like sandstone rocks, but they are there for all of us. I left something behind in the canyon that day, absolutely. But I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose my hand. I didn't lose a life or a lifestyle. I gained a life. I gained a sense of what's important in my life, of the values that I hold most closely, of what it would be that I would think about when I thought that I was going to die, and what would bring me back. And that's what I want to share with you. So, I'm going to move through my